our channel. It's a girl with some of your favorite finance lady. It is summer in Australia. I know it's red, but we like it like that. It's summer and it's hot in Australia. Okay guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be giving you guys a 6-month update. Yeah, so it's 6 months. It's our 6 months here in Australia. We left Nigeria on the 26th of June. I can still remember it. And today is the 26th of December, which is exactly 6 months. So I'm going to give you guys the 6 months update. It has been a journey. It has been a wonderful experience. Trust me, it has been a wonderful experience. I always tell you guys in all my videos how good and beautiful Australia is. So I'm going to give you guys the good part and not so good part. You understand? So like I said, it has been a journey. It has been wonderful. It has been a wonderful experience so far, the good parts and the bad parts. So let me just go straight into the video. For those that don't know, I relocated from Nigeria 6 months ago. Nigeria is in Africa. I relocated 6 months ago, and yeah, so we came in through work permit, work visa, and it has been wonderful so far. So I've listed out the things I'm going to talk about, so to make this video very structured. So the first thing is there are a lot of job opportunities here. Unlike back home, you know, when COVID happened, there were really no jobs, you know, no jobs, no money, salaries were cut. There were just so many things. Salaries were cut down. So they were basically like struggling and just living, struggling in Nigeria. But coming here, oh my God, this is like, Australia is like a game changer to us. It's just amazing. There are a lot of job opportunities. There are money, like money. But of course, you have to work for the money. You have to definitely work for the money. Yeah, and when it comes to like casual work, I've said it before in my video, like the rates they pay, you know, there are different rates. There's morning rates, there's evening rates, there are weekend rates, and there are public holiday rates. So if you ask me like why weekend rates, so like weekend rates, they're expected to like stay with your family, you know, like relax, have fun with your family and all of that, and you get to work. So they have to like compensate you. So Saturday rate is different from Sunday rate. So to encourage you as an African, to encourage you to like work and make this money, because truth be told, like one of the major reasons why most Africans relocate is because we just want to like basically have a good life and make good money. So don't lose focus, make that money. Okay, the next thing is the cost of living. So to me, I feel the cost of living is fair compared to back home. Back home, I can't afford some basic things. Guys, should be told, if I'm about to cook, back home, like if I want to cook like a pot of soup, I have to like minimize and get like the cheapest meat, cheapest that, and all of that. And because there was no money to really cook good food. But here, like cost of living generally is okay. Get to live in a good apartment. It depends on where you stay anyway. You know, there's some basic life things that to me they're just affordable, and I'm like, this life is so sweet. To me, the cost of living is okay. Australia is expensive, trust me, but there is money to pay for all these expenses. There's money to live good life, money to save. So let's talk about savings and investments. Back home, we had little or no savings. Like things were really rough. We're just managing, we're just saving peanuts. We're just basically managing ourselves. We had little or no savings back home, no investment at all, guys. But yeah, things are better. We've learned so much. We're doing well for ourselves. Like I must say, guys, it has been amazing. It has been like, I don't know what to say. It has been amazing. Our savings and investments are better. The next thing I'm going to talk about is traffic, guys. I hated traffic back home. Like I spent like 4 hours going to the office, like back home in Nigeria, 4 hours going to the office, almost 4 hours coming back. That's like 8 hours or 7 hours on the road in traffic, doing absolute nothing, just sitting down and moving in traffic. I can't waste that. What is traffic? There is no traffic in Australia. I've not seen traffic. Public transport here is amazing. Like I showed you guys a video of when I went to work and I had to use the public transport. It took me like 35 minutes in a comfortable train. I just, oh my God, life is good. For those that have moved to developed country, you know what I'm trying to say. Like life is kind of better in developed country. But back home, we don't have a car back home, and we have to enter public transport. And the public transport, the buses, oh my God. Let's leave it for another day. So yeah, things are better, like way better. Now let's talk about the weather. Back home in Nigeria, the weather is actually okay. It's sunny. It's like sunny, let me just say, all through the year, and which is okay. Nigeria has just a very perfect weather. But coming here, you know, that's my first time experiencing winter. So it was really cold. I had to like go to work at when the weather was around -4 degrees. It was really cold. I have to wear my gloves and my thick jacket. And although with time, it was like a struggle for me, like for us, for my family. But with time, guys, with time, we adjusted. Our body adjusted to the weather. And during autumn, when the weather was still cold, but not as cold as winter, I just stopped wearing jackets. My body was like tough skin, you know. I was already used to the cold weather and all of that, which is okay to me. So I love Australia. I can't stay in Canada because of the snow and the cold. Canada is just not. I love Canada. I love that country so much. I can't wait to be in that country. But the weather is crazy. I cannot. The next thing I can say is Australia is safe. Ah, this country is safe. Coming from Nigeria, like by 6, in fact, back home in Nigeria, we lock the door every minute. If I go out to get something, I'm coming back, I'm padlocking the door because nothing is safe. I'm not saying there is no perfect country, right? But Australia is safer. Let me put it that way. I can walk around alone. Sometimes you stay in your house, you don't have to lock the door. Sometimes you sleep, you don't have to lock the door. The country is safe. They have low crime rates. You don't hear of different crime, or this one stabbing someone, this one shooting somebody, or there are shootings out there. You don't hear of things like that in Australia. Australia is a safe country. And I am so happy to be here, seriously. The next one is leave. There are different leaves, like every country has normal annual leave. You're entitled to annual leave. So in Nigeria, I just know about annual leave and sick leave. But coming here, then I also, then maternity leave, because I took like 4 months maternity leave back home in Nigeria. So yeah, I was just sharing different leave. There's annual leave, there's personal leave. The maternity leave is like 6 months or more. There is sick leave. So I'm looking down because I wrote some things down. And another thing that actually makes sense to me, especially to my work, is when my work normally I just have to do extra hours because I'm a consultant. It just comes with the spec of the work, right? So back home when I do extra hours, I don't get paid. I don't get half day for working extra hours. But coming here, everything is just, the system is just amazing. Like when you work extra hours, you charge your extra hours. You know, you just get off day. The work-life balance here is great. But I get off day whenever I work extra hours, and which is amazing to me. Come on. I don't know if they do that in other countries, but here in Australia, makes sense. So another thing is, of course, the country is diverse. Diversity and inclusion is amazing in this country. People from different places all over the world. So it's okay. I think you also get that in Canada, right? You get that in the US, you get that in the UK. You also have it in Australia, people from different places in the world. So it's okay. So those are just the few things, you know, the normal thing. But I think the ultimate, right, is the money. Who no wants money? Is the money. And another thing is, I don't think I can even talk about this, is the permanent residence. I've not gotten mine yet, so it's just 6 months. So we're not going to talk about that. So now let's talk about the not so good parts. The first thing is the food. Like to bring in African food is stressful. Like they will basically throw everything away. When I moved into the country, I'm going to put a link here of how I brought some of my African stuff and the stuff they have to throw away, the stuff that are not allowed. I'll put a link somewhere here. So so basically they don't allow some things like pepper, beans, and some other things. You have to come in packaged food and all of that. Yeah, it's okay, we know that. But at the same time, it's still stressful. A friend of mine came into the country, like he has been here for a long time, so he just went back to Nigeria for some few months to chill with family and friends. And he came in and brought in some food stuff for me, because I told him, like, oh, get me some food stuff, and he brought in some food stuff. And guys, like, they threw almost everything away. Everything. The only food stuff I got is just dried fish, like my ogbono, my egusi, my crayfish, my dried vegetables, pepper, not even peppers, soya spice, and some other things. They threw everything away, and I'm like, why is it like this? Why is this country like this? Why can't just be like other countries, like UK? You can bring in some stuffs. Like, I really don't know. I just feel that as an African, I don't know about other countries, maybe Asia or Indians, if you're allowed to bring in some of your foodstuffs. But when it comes to African food, like the restriction is just too much. and it's just annoying. And if you decide, and if you even beg them like, oh, okay, please, can you allow, they'll be like, no, you can get some of this food stuff in the African store. African stores are very expensive. If you want to buy just small cup of egusi, they'll be telling you $20-something, $30. It's very expensive. I'm putting on this, you see my outfit. This is my fine African print. I got it like 900 naira back home in Nigeria. That's like $2. But here they said it like $50, $60, and there's no special thing about this. Is just like normal clothes that they just cut. So there's no design like that in the clothes. And here they said it for $50, $60. So African stuffs are very expensive, and I'm not really encouraged at all. I'm not really encouraged. In UK, you know, you can go in with your food stuff. People even carried palm oil. They just bring in a lot of things. So I feel maybe the border, Australian border, is not kind of used to more Africans coming in. Maybe, I really don't know. Or maybe the restrictions are just been there and it will always be there. But it's just so unfair to us. Like, it's just so unfair. I have to go to African store to just get things, which is expensive. But anyways, that's one thing I don't like about this Australia. It has not been a good thing. I still have my foodstuffs. I just wanted more, you understand? So I won't run out of some things, but guys, I'm not happy, Jerry. That's one thing I'm not happy about. Okay, so the next thing is the time difference. I'm okay with the time difference, and I'll tell you why, and at the same time I'm not okay with it. So the advantage of the time difference, because Nigeria to Australia is like 10 hours ahead of Nigeria, 10 good hours ahead of Nigeria. So so the good part is during my working hours, 8 a.m. to like 5:15, I get to like, I tend to like concentrate, because then my Nigerian friends and families are sleeping, so I can focus on work, you know, do some other things. So close of business, that's when my Nigerian people are awake, my African people are awake, and so I get to like call and all of that. So it's okay when it comes to like me focusing on my work, but it's not okay when I need to like attend some like Zoom parties, Zoom meetings from Nigeria. And when the Zoom meetings are around 2 p.m. Nigerian time, it's like midnight here, I need to sleep. Like the time difference is just awkward, man. It's crazy. It's very, very crazy. But that's one thing I don't really like, because like I don't get to like attend some of these Zoom meetings and parties and some other things. But anyway, it's all good. Those are like the two things I really don't like: the time difference and like access to food, like African food. But apart from that, everything is okay. But well, in general, when you look at it, when you have money, you can buy African food. Then when it comes to time difference, there's nothing you can do. You just have to live with it. People live with it. People are used to it. So most of the time we call our family members in the evening. So around 5 p.m. here. 5 p.m. here is around 7 a.m. in Nigeria. So you know, it's okay. Start calling your friends, our families are awake. So you can talk all through the night, or talk till evening before you sleep and all of that. But in general, Australia is a very beautiful country, and we do not regret. I know I was asking my husband, like, she told me what are the things he does not like, and I was like, 100% he loves Australia. So maybe he already have Australian blood or something. So Australia is interesting. And guys, this is summer, like the weather is hot. I said it before, and I'm trying to set a swimming pool, because yeah, when the weather is hot, you can't really stay inside the house and waste and increase your energy bill by owning your AC. Just, you know, set up a pool, have the kids swim and all of that. The weather is madly hot, like crazily crazy. What? The weather is really hot. So guys, that's the end of the video. It has been a 6 months of God's grace, 6 months, 6 amazing months. It's been a beautiful journey, and I just thank God that I came here. If I should choose any other country apart from Australia, it will be Canada. But now, it's because of Canada weather. But apart from that, man, I love Australia. Australia is a beautiful country. But anyways, that's it. That's the end of my video, guys. I'm going to see you guys in my next video. A Merry Christmas. Bye.
Yeah. It goes that way. So it's going to come to us.